I tell Angelo, for me, it's like the super bad era of James Brown.
Okay.
You know, he's James and I'm Bobby Bird.
Oh, there you go.
Get on up, get into it.
Take it by the scenes, it's what we're doing. Come and check it out, it's what we're all about. 561 Music!
We're on now.
Welcome to 561 Music. My name's Ben.
And I'm Hector.
And how, Hector, are you?
I'm doing good. I'm losing my voice, but other than that, I'm doing good.
So real quick, we just came back from England, didn't we?
We did come back from England, and it was the absolute most amazing fun tour I've ever been on, man.
Yeah, man.
It was fun. It was really fun.
I think it's a good sign for things to come for Killbillies.
Yeah, man. Yeah, I mean, I was home for, I think, less than 24 hours, and I was already reaching out to, like, festivals and promoters for the summertime.
Yeah, man.
Like, it's time. We're doing it.
100%.
We're doing it.
Super stoked.
It's not a matter of if, it's a matter of, when.
Exactly.
Which month this summer it'll be.
Yeah, totally, man. Well, I don't want to waste too much time today because we have a very special guest. We have Angelo Moore with us today. How's it going?
What's up, man?
Hey,
what's happening?
Yeah, it's going.
All right, good. I'm glad to be here.
Yeah, it's nice to have you.
Yeah,
All the way from the West Coast to the Southeast, huh?
Hell yeah. Yeah, surrounded by all manner of exciting things that we get to talk about.
Man, this is all a part of my thing now I call Dr. Mad Vibes Underground Contraband Railroad.
Okay.
This is all my contraband.
Wicked.
All my contraband here, man. I got books, CDs. I got double wax with an art installation on the inside of that right there.
Nice.
I got this collaboration I did, this 45 with this band called Butterbrain from Queens, Rockaway, Queens.
Wicked.
And I got my single on the side. And then I got my coffee table book.
Very nice.
It's in here that comes with a CD and an audio book, too.
Okay. That's cool.
And then over there, right next to you, I'm sorry, I keep getting you on there. Hector, because I remember you just asked him, how hectic was it, Hector? That doesn't sound like you said, right? So that's my book right there, coffee table book called Ska Do, Ska Don't.
Okay.
And the CD is called Project Infidelica, and it's this collaboration I did with George Lynch, Pancho Tomaselli, and Christopher Moore.
Cool.
It's pretty guitar heavy, you know?
Yeah, wicked.
Nice.
And then right here, I got my my art book. Japanese and English translation.
Oh, very nice.
And it
that's
comes
cool.
with a double CD.
Yeah, that's really cool.
Yeah, man.
I like this multimedia. Everything's got the music and the art.
Got to have the music and the art to go with it. And I got my double CD right here of instrumentals to go along with it. And then I got my project here called The Brand New Step.
Yeah, cool.
And The Brand New Step, man, it comes with the card right here. And you can pull it out and flip it up and put the USB port in your computer, then select, drag, and drop all the songs. And then you get all of these. You get yourself some cards.
Okay.
Stickers.
Cool.
You get a
Oh, so you get the whole envelope and it has all the stuff in it?
get all the stuff in there. Right? So that's
Nice.
there it is on the front.
Nice.
And
Yeah,
you
yeah,
open it, and you open this up.
Oh, there you go.
Mad Vibe and Dub. Now this one in particular is all of the Brand New Step. You check out the Brand New Step. That's my project, my electronic dance music,
Yeah, wicked.
which is a lot of what I'll be playing at Propaganda
Yeah.
after the Bark and Bite.
Bark back.
Bark back.
Yeah,
Yeah,
bark
I'm
back
impressed you're remembering a lot of this stuff.
I was trying to do that. That's all it is. It's all the other crazy shit that's been going on in my life in Los Angeles, California. This is the song list. You got yourself a nice little greeting card,
Very nice.
and it all comes with it. And all of these stickers, man. That's a sticker to my website.
Very cool.
You got a Fishbone sticker that goes with it.
There you go.
I got my stickers from my art project, Avant President, and you run a QR code, you get to see the performance art piece.
Yeah, man. I had a little bit of a preview before. It's real cool.
yeah.
It's awesome.
That's
brilliant.
Lincoln. That's my Obama one right there.
Nice.
This is that's my website. This is my documentary, man, called the Forevermore Project. So you can
Okay.
run that code right there, and you can see a clip of what the movie is all about.
Okay, wicked. You've been busy, man.
Right?
Man, I'll be busy.
So,
I kind of feel like a shark. If I stop moving, I'm gonna die.
I feel that.
I gotta keep the creativity flowing.
That
man,
is a
'cause it's
great-
always coming through.
That's a great analogy. I like that.
Yeah. So, how long have you been doing visual art like this? Is this a newer kind of thing, or has it always been a part of your creativity?
Well, I started all the visual art, man. My art project with Scene 4,
Yeah.
Corey Danziger and Robbie. And
Okay.
they got me started on a lot of this stuff, man. And so they would pick the images and I would embellish the images, man, like Salvador Dali.
Yeah.
Jamal Ford put that one together.
Oh, wicked.
That's my Dr. Mad vibe. That's my Underground Contraband Railroad image right there.
Very nice.
Think about making my logo. That's definitely my logo right there. Dr. Mad Vibes Underground Contraband Railroad. Get your contraband mighty quick. drmadvibe.com. No, www.madvibe.com. I got my Screaming Jay Hawkins one here.
Yeah.
Alligator Wine. I got the Bugs Bunny one. Castaway. And Castaway is a song off of my brand new step release called Castaway. And so I got 2 full releases from the brand new step. You
Okay.
can see a lot of this shit on YouTube, right? So you go to YouTube and you look up Angelo Moore and the brand new step, and this is my my electronic dance music venture. Because usually
Cool.
people know me a lot from playing punk rock, ska,
Sure.
reggae, funk, and jazz,
Sure.
and all that with Fishbone and everything. But with this, it's a whole nother side. And so I work with these
Yeah.
guys, Chris Jensen and Jim Greer.
Okay, nice.
Start out with the Rondo brothers, and then there's Yunaka Berry. She sings with us, and then there's Hassan from the Coup plays drums.
What kind of a vibe is it? Like what kind of EDM?
Beats Bias plays drums from the Thievery, bass from the Thievery Corporation.
Sick.
Yeah, and so what were you saying now?
What kind of a vibe is it in terms of EDM? Like what kind of direction is it going in?
Man, it's got like some hip hop going on.
Yeah.
I did a collaboration with Del Homo Sapien.
Oh, sick.
Yeah, and yeah, man. So we're using like a lot of samples and
Yeah, yeah.
and stuff like a
Sounds
lot
rad.
of electronic equipment that I usually don't do with my other projects. So it's a new venture for me.
I feel that. I'm mostly punk and ska as well, but like I love making that kind of music. I've got a drum and bass project going at the moment and stuff.
And
It's a lot
good.
of fun.
It's good.
Yeah.
It's fun, man. You know, you get on the dance floor, you get to do all your good dance moves.
Yeah, yeah.
You ain't got, because with a scene like that, you ain't got to really concern yourself with getting elbowed in the temple or kicked in the back in the
hell,
mosh
that's
pit.
true. Yeah.
Where it's just like you letting your shit go out on the chaos vibe.
Yeah, man.
You
Yeah.
get to do your funky dance
You're
moves
just feeling the
on
groove,
the
man.
dance floor, you know, with that. So that's the brand new step, right?
Yeah, nice one.
Here's another one. See, I always challenge people to see if they can figure out what it says. So actually, these words on here, these are another group of lyrics from my brand new step project called Sacrifice.
Okay, cool. Yeah.
And then here's another one from Mel Brooks.
Oh, there you
He
go.
he who hesitates is poor.
Yeah. You gotta live for today. You gotta do it.
Yep, hope for the best, expect the worst. Life is a play, and we're all unrehearsed.
Nice. So, what does this one say then? Oh Lord, take me home.
Okay, so
I've been in heavy rotation.
yeah, oh Lord, take me home. Been in heavy rotation too long. So lost in the storm, weather beaten, and I want to go home. Been around the world from stage to stage and entertainment sacrifice underneath the stage and lights. Oh Lord, they say that the whole world is my stage, but the stage is my cage. Behind these bars become my cage. I got my prayers answered somewhat with a solid gold ball and chain, hating every minute but loving every second of it. But resurrection, lost, love and found, addition, my mind loved, addiction in my mind, love, lost and now gained.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. And it's, you know, so it's a lot of that and it's a lot of puzzles. Oh, good Lord. And this one here. Actually, this is about a guy, and I got Bugs Bunny posing as the character.
Yeah.
It's a guy who signs the deal with the devil
Right.
record company contract,
Gotcha.
and he signs the deal with the devil in the dark by candlelight.
Uh-oh.
But he's not looking at the lines in between the lines in the record contract where those words like perpetuity are.
Yeah.
And we don't never know about that shit until later on when we try to get our masters back. You can't get them
Yeah.
until 30 years later. And with the way that the music industry is, it's a lot of drugs,
Well, that's the truth.
lots of drugs, lots of low frequency shit, lots of high frequency shit, lots of beautiful times though, man, with the music and art. You get a lot of beautiful times, but you also get the whole opposite too. So if you can survive the 30 years of the contract, then there's a 5-year window that you get to get your masters back. And
Right.
of course, the record company's gonna do everything they can to talk you out of that shit.
Yeah.
And so, thank God we had Fishbone had a manager, Pablo Matheson, who was able to get us our masters back. Fishbone.
Oh, thank God for that.
Yeah, but
And what a great, what a band. I've been a fan for so many years, and I've been to see you play countless times. I was lucky enough to like support you one time in West Palm Beach. It's an honor having you here. It really genuinely is. You know, like
thank you, man. Thanks for having me.
yeah, man. I've seen you down in Fort Lauderdale and everything. What a show. And just, I remember the first time that someone showed me your music. I used to live in Manchester in England, and my buddy Barney, he played.
Damn, we played Manchester.
I bet.
Somewhere out there.
Yeah. You've been to the UK, haven't you?
We've been there a couple times.
Yeah. And did you play on like a show, The White Room, one time? Like,
We sure did.
yeah.
Prince.
Yeah. How wild is that?
Prince had me on the show with the White Room.
Yeah.
He invited me on there to play saxophone. I have my soprano saxophone, and so he had me on the White Room performance for a while.
That's wild.
And then after a while, they had moved the whole scene over to where you couldn't see me anymore, but you could hear my saxophone playing.
Right.
So I don't know what
Yeah,
was up. Prince was a very interesting and competitive person, to say the least.
Oh, I believe it, man. I believe it. But, you know,
One
again.
of my main influences, though, you know.
Yeah, for sure.
Sometimes you can't. Sometimes you got to ignore the personalities and just keep on loving the music, because that's what it's all about when it comes down to it in the end.
Well, yeah, I think, you know, to creative people, we can be a little strange at times, you know, it's what it is.
We are on the spectrum.
Yeah.
That's for sure. We're special people.
Yeah. So,
You know, so we're artists and musicians, man. I feel that we are like a tuning fork to the universe, or you know, we channel those special things, those vibrations that the regular person don't get. That's why you have less musicians and artists, and you got more civilians
Sure.
going to catch that magic that they can't make because they on a 9 to 5. But the artists and the musicians and the lyricists, when they catch that magic, they know how to put it out there to the people to set them free.
Yeah, man. No doubt about it. It's, you know, it's funny because sometimes, you know, it can be tough. You feel too much and, you know, depressed and kind of, it can be a tough life. But, you know, ultimately it's a blessing to be able to be creative.
It's a blessing to be able to do it, man. And, you know, I've met some of my favorite artists. They turn out to be assholes and bitches, but the music is just great. I'm like, well, okay, fuck the personality.
Yeah.
The music and the art enriches me.
Yeah.
You know.
Mm-hmm.
Man, it's just a shame. Like when I think about P. Diddy and Bill Cosby and R. Kelly and motherfuckers like that who chose the devil on the shoulder rather than the angel on that one.
Mm-hmm.
And people tell me, well, Angelo, you don't want to listen to their shit no more. You don't need to listen to that shit, man. You know, fuck them. I'm like, you know what? I still like their music. And it's unfortunate that they had to pick who they picked to end them up where they are now. But I still like what they put out and they gave to the world, man.
Right. The individual did the wrong, not the music.
Not the music. Not the person who was able to channel that beautiful thing out to, you know. Hell, man, when I go and do the electric slide, and I go to the R&B club and I'm doing the electric slide and they playing, what is it, R. Kelly? They're playing that Step to the Name of Love, and I like to do the electric slide. I'm like, man, well, R. Kelly, too bad for you, but your song is killing, bro. You know.
Yeah, I hear you. Sometimes it gets a little complicated in my head if it's something that's just like so awful. You know, I find it hard to enjoy the music, but you know, I guess time is a healer in that regard.
Time is the healer, man.
Yeah.
Man, I know all about time being the healer. You just got to be able to. I've learned how to apply unconditional love, toleration, forgiveness, patience, strength, and grace, and sometimes numb.
Yeah. Well, you got to have that last one, yeah, just in case.
Sometimes numb, just in case.
Yeah. To be able to channel numb is I'm jealous of that. I wish I could do that. But yeah, man. You've been in the music industry for so many years. You've seen it all, and you're still just producing all of this stuff, and it's just a wonderful thing to see because, like, you know, this is the only path I would want to go on. You know, I'm a little bit behind you, but like, you know, this is what it's about. Just keep creating. That's why I got into all of this in the beginning. You know,
dude, I almost forgot to say, all of this stuff that I'm creating. Books, literature, art installations, all of that. The kids is picking up guns and knives, watching video games, thinking they can just go get a gun and shoot up a motherfucker, shoot up a school or a church and then change the channel.
Yeah.
It ain't like that.
Nope.
What they need to do is pick up a musical instrument.
For sure.
Like these drums that we got in the back of us, or like these guitars, man, these instruments of sound that you can learn, not to take life, but to give life.
Yeah.
So when these people that's working in these schools are making these school curriculums that ain't got art, and they ain't got music,
thank you,
or poetry and none of that, they're fucking stupid, man. It's like, what the fuck are you thinking?
Yeah.
Really? You gonna take the music out of the school, motherfucker? Yeah. So now you just got numbers, and numbers inverted are music notes. Bet a lot of people didn't really think about that shit like that, right? But you know, the parents need to be like, you know what? You right. Put the music in the schools because think about some of their kids that didn't have that to access. Yeah. And now they out there smoking crack or getting fucked up on some kind of something to where they have sold their soul to the devil. Yeah. And then there's no way back. Yeah. Or they go get a gun and shoot up a church or some kids that ain't got. I'm like, oh, because it's the end of the world. I'm like, it's the end of the world, so I got to go and kill some people. No, dude, fuck you. If you think it's the end of the world, write that shit down. Yep. Play it in a song. Yep. That's how you're supposed to do it.
It's music as therapy. It's been so important to me over the years. I don't know what I would have done without it. That's what this place is. You know, it's a music school. We teach like 3 days out of the week. You know, kids music.
Beautiful, man.
And that's like, it means a lot to me. Not just a job. It's more of just like, you know, something to feel that's important to have in society. You know,
so important, dude. I mean, look at all the stuff around in the studio, man. The curtains, the cameras. It was all put together by an artistic perspective first. Sure. Before it became.
Yeah. Well, that and Justin, who's on the boards in there, you know, he
I'm too far away from the mic. Can you hear me? Am I okay? I'm back. I'm getting all relaxed and shit. Like,
You got a nice loud voice. Don't worry about it. You'll cut through. Justin, who owns this place, he for sure has an artistic eye for it all, and he's a good guy. We're lucky to have him. He's a cool guy, man. So, what's your plans while you're here in Florida?
I'm releasing my new book.
Right.
Actually, here it is. So this is the package I'm putting together, man. You know.
Okay. Cool.
You keep telling me to put a package together, so I'm gonna put this goddamn package together. So let me show you the big reveal. This is my coffee table. I got 2 coffee table books, so I got that one over there. Here, while I'm taking this apart. That one coffee table book called Ska Do, Ska Don't, which is a Japanese, it started out a Japanese project. and I just extended it. And so
okay.
I collaborated with Christine Forbes, Lady Hatchet of the Scotch Bonnets,
Yeah.
right? You know about her?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, she's badass, right?
Yeah, yeah.
And so we did a lot of songs together where we did the Bare Necessities. She did the Waking song. We got some. So we took a bunch of pictures together. When I was going to pick up my daughter for my visitations at school,
Yeah.
it was she had Photoshop class,
Oh, cool.
and so the teacher, his name was Mr. Campy. He's in the back. He taught me how to work Photoshop.
Yeah, nice.
And so once I started how to work Photoshop, man, I just went ahead and sent my daughter home, and I stayed in her class and worked it out with the teacher. Right? And so I put that book together right there, and then there's music that goes with it. So
yeah.
the first chapter is here. Let me show you the first chapter.
Yeah,
right? So you got the first chapter here. I got a table of contents. Right? The table of contents right here, the bare necessities. And so if it's any covers, I always name the original writer
Right.
so that you'll know that it just ain't a Disneyland song. This guy named Terry Gilkison put it together, right? So I do a little history on everybody. And then the second chapter, my Japanese imports chapter, I did a song by the Crazy Cats, Tony Tanny, and Isio Inui. I hope I'm saying his name right. And which is one of the songs that the Missing Links play on one of our, actually it's not on there, but that's one of the songs we play. And so I translated it into English and I redid some of the music.
Oh, wow.
Right.
Nice.
Right. And then I got the Reggae Ska chapter, Bob Marley, Prince Buster, Alton Ellis, Toots and the Maytals. And me and Christine and I, we redid those songs together. And the last chapter are originals. And these are all of the words that go with the music. So as you listen to the soundtrack, and by the way, there's the music right there.
I see.
Right?
Yeah.
So you flip
Flash
that
drive,
little flip up the flash drive, you put it in your computer, download all the music, and you can listen to it and read along. And I put myself in a lot of it. I took like some stock footage and put me in there so you can listen to the music, read along.
Yeah, wicked.
Yeah, now.
Nice one. That's awesome.
You got Gila Alagmandan. That's her right there. She's a Cirque du Soleil performer, so she did a couple of shots with me and stuff like that, man.
I see.
Mm-hmm. Right. I did my 10 Commandments spread. And actually, I did a song where I replaced the 10 Commandments with like what we should and should not happen, let ourselves happen while we are involved in the music business.
Okay.
Thou
The 10
shalt-
Commandments of music.
Yeah, thou shalt not release an artist's music without getting permission by the artist.
Well, that's a pretty important one.
Shit like that.
That's pretty
Yeah.
big.
You know what I mean? So
That's
I
pretty
got a
big
bunch
one.
of those, and it's all in the card right there.
Oh, cool.
Right? And so we got that. So that's one of my releases. I released this one probably like about, I don't know how many years ago, man. Probably 10 years now. Shit. Okay, and so, but this one here, I just released. You can open it like a Christmas present.
Well, it's getting to that time of year.
Mm-hmm. Comes with a shirt. See, so there's the shirt. That's how the shirt looks. And in it, you got yourself your book, man.
There you go. I wanted to ask you, what does the Olegna phenomenon mean?
Olegna is Angelo backwards.
Oh, yeah.
Kind of got that Olegwa thing. It's got a CD that goes with it. Now, see, all the music on this CD, the Angelo Show, I did this off of my Kickstarter campaign. I was on Kickstarter, and I was fortunate enough to be able to get enough money to get this funded
Nice.
by a lot of my fans who believe in what I'm doing and what I've done, what I'm doing now, what I'm trying to put out.
Yeah,
So
man.
all these songs on here are the stems. The stems from the songs on that CD are a part of the audio book
Okay.
that's in there. See, I got an audio book.
Right.
Right,
I
so you
see.
put that in just like Sky do, Sky don't. You put that in there, and then you go on the journey, man. So I got the sound, because you gotta have sound.
Oh yeah.
When you was a kid and you used to sit by the stereo and read the book and listen to the soundtrack.
Yeah.
Little beep would tell you to turn the page.
That's right, a little beep. You turn the page and everything, right? Exactly. Oh,
I know,
just like that.
man.
You know what's happening, right? Right. And so you got all of this. You got 13 chapters of all of my stories. Dr. Mad Bob's journeys through Nigalonia and the land of Caucasia, a revolutionary girl, about the empowerment of women, about the ladies, Hopefully it'll be a lady to be president pretty soon, man.
Cross fingers.
Cross your fingers, man.
Trump is cool. He's an entertainer, but that's it.
Yeah.
He's the
Leave it
Joker.
there.
He's the real live Joker, man. During Batman, when I was watching Batman, Batman, I love Batman, right?
Yeah.
But the Joker was one of my favorite characters because he was like crazy and over the top and colorful and shit. But you just don't vote for that motherfucker. So you be entertained by the Joker.
Yeah,
and that's it.
For sure.
Some people don't know the difference, man.
Amen.
Right? You take the motherfucker who's dressed in black, monotone voice, that's the motherfucker you trust.
Yeah.
Batman. So these are all the pictures, right, that go along with the stories. So as you're reading along, you listen to the audio book, which is my voice, and I'm doing all the characters. I put together the soundscape with various sounds to go with the story that's being narrated.
Okay.
Right? Now here's something special about this, man. Look at this. That was my cousin Vinsula Kara. I incorporated some of his art, and then
Nice.
art by the Honorable Masai Mizuyama from Osaka, Japan. Revolutionary girl, the car dodging pigeon. That's about pigeons that car dodge. Right? And then, so look, here's the cool part, because I ain't going to tell y'all all about it, because believe me, dude, I'll start talking about this shit, and we will be like, Angelo, the podcast has to be over, man. We're running out of time. See? Oh, and I got Optimistic Yes, which is I have a video to go with this and everything. But then, here's the good part. Then you got to turn the book sideways.
Oh, there you go.
And you read it from the top to the bottom. So now you read it from the top to the bottom.
Okay.
You got the centerfold, Niggy Warhol. Right? So then once you get through all of that, oh, look, I got another centerfold. My new cereal coming out called Optimistic Yesos. Oh yeah, here's the from the top to the
Here
bottom.
we go.
I get a little confused. I was like, oh, dude. I got it upside down. You're still reading it from left to right. So that's from the top to the bottom. And this is about the Mack truck, which represents part of our government that just runs people over and not giving a shit about how they feel, what they're doing, what they're thinking, and what they need.
Sure.
Right. Then you turn the book this way, counterclockwise, and then I got my last one, Birdcage. Then you read that from the right to the left. Then when you get to the
Right, this is a magnum opus you got going on right here.
right, then when you get to the end, then you turn the book back right side up, and now you're at the end, and all the special things. I got the nice Rorschach visual so that you can see yourself in the image. And then the attributes section and the special thanks. You always got to thank the haters.
There you go.
You got to thank the haters for letting you know that you actually pushing some energy out there. If you ain't got nobody talking about, fuck that motherfucker, man. Look at him. Look at who he think he is. I'm like, that's right, goddammit. Look.
Yeah.
Right? And so.
If they don't hate you, you ain't doing it right.
That's right. You ain't doing it right. If somebody out there ain't hating you and shit, and then there's a hidden art gallery in the back.
Nice.
By Vinsula Kara. That's my cousin at Aunt Katie Pearl's art museum.
Oh, awesome.
And he has a lot of African art that he does. He's out of Los Angeles.
That's cool. Nice one, man.
So when you're making a lot of this music for these various projects, are Is it all in collaboration with other people, or do you make music at home in like on your own stuff, or how do you do
music
that?
at home?
Yeah.
For the most part. All of this
Yeah.
is all me.
Okay. Sick.
Nice.
And as I'm traveling with Fishbone throughout America and Europe and shit like that, or Japan or wherever else, I always got my computer with my Logic and my interface and my mic.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
And I break it out wherever.
Same with me, man.
Bathroom. There's probably like a spot in the train when I'm traveling across the country. I go get the lounge. I find like an empty lounge in the train, and I record it there.
Yeah, sick.
You know, or I'll go to the club and I'll pick like the closet room where the mops and brooms are, and I'll set my shit up in there and do it like that.
Yeah, wicked.
You know, and so because while you're channeling all of this, while it's coming through, you want to catch it while it's coming through.
Yeah, for sure.
And I was able to catch all of it and put it in a lot of it and put it in there. And it might not be all of it, but it's a whole hell of a lot in that book right there.
That's awesome.
This is great. You're doing a volume business here.
That's
just
amazing.
getting it all in.
Getting it all in, dude. Because, you know, man, look. I just had another friend of mine leave the planet, Greg Lee from Hepcat. Right? And so y'all know about Hepcat.
Yeah, of course.
Right? So Greg Lee left the planet just recently, and so I'm giving a shout out about him. Oh, look, it's Chris Dowd from Fishbone. Let's see if we can get him on here real quick so he can say hello to everybody. Come on, Chris.
Who am I saying hello to?
Now this is tell me the name of the podcast again.
It's called 561 Music Podcast.
561 Music Podcast in Florida. What part of Florida are we in again?
South Florida, Palm Beach County.
Palm Beach County. So here he is, Chris Dowd.
Oh yeah, how's it going? It's all good, man.
Yeah, how you doing?
Thank you. Yeah,
right, and so Chris and I, we are in the midst of recording a new Fishbone record.
Okay,
nice.
The whole band has moved up from LA to Oakland, for the exception of me and the guitar player, and we're gonna have Spacey T back with us again, playing guitar. And so Chris Dowd is, I'm sure he's there right now, and so he's writing a lot of. Chris, you want to tell everybody a little bit about the record that we're doing, man? Yeah, let me put your voice up here. Go, man, dropping on them, Tomato.
I'm sorry. Hi, everybody. I would say that this record that we've been working on, it's kind of become a labor of love for me and Angelo because it's a lot of material that we wanted to do. And we were at an impasse before creatively. And now we're getting to really kind of, work through that material. And I would say it's a variety of like very emotional music.
Right.
Which is sort of a different sort of contrast to what we've done in the past.
Interesting.
And it's really kind of where we are emotionally, kind of the state of the world.
Sure.
It's very, I would say, it's pretty political. Mm-hmm. We're really trying to rush to get it out while everything has been going on. But some of these songs, like I said, we've been sitting on for a while since this country sort of political turmoil sort of began. And we started to sort of lose the plot.
Yeah.
Right. And so the name of the record. Go ahead, Chris.
Yeah. No worries. We're calling the record Stockholm Syndrome.
Okay.
And because I think, it's like
but it's still Fishbone, but son of Fishbone, Stockholm Syndrome phenomenon.
We're calling it Stockholm Syndrome, and as you can tell, we're still working through some artistic kinks. But it'll be out, we're gonna have one of the first songs out on November 1st.
Wicked.
Called R.P.O.S.
Cool.
And
Should I tell him what it mean?
No,
you sure?
Save it for the big surprise.
Man, cause we be thinking different, motherfuckers. See, we got the yin and the yang right here, man. Isn't it cool? We got Chris right about now. He called right on time.
Yeah, we do have some yin and yang, and that's
he calls it artistic kinks. I call it happy nappies.
Well, exactly, and excuse me. I tend to take a more a different approach, but I think the most important part is that Angelo and I have a lot of love and respect for each other creatively, and the beautiful part is that even if we have disagreements, we know that we're going to take everything it takes to work through them and come to a conclusion that's good for the listener as well as us artistically.
Cool.
Awesome.
So that's
well, I wish you all the best with it, man, and I can't wait to hear the new music. It's exciting.
It's good.
We're trying to get a lot of these sort of things that are more political slanting out, but R.P.O.S will literally be the first one, and
Now, see, he calls it R.P.O.S. I call it racist pizza shit. Just to give you a hint of what it's called. Don't worry, I ain't gonna tell him what it's called, man. I didn't give it away yet, dude.
I know you didn't.
Man, he got a new food line coming out too. I ain't gonna tell you all about that either. A new pizza line, yeah.
Angelo.
I'll be the first one to eat it too, on camera. He's a really good fucking cook.
All right. Cool.
I like the reason why I wanted the title to literally not be what we're singing about. Because
don't tell him about it, man. You're gonna give it away, motherfucker.
You already did.
I did not.
You just said.
I did not. I know you are, but what am I?
Okay, so
I get the last word. You called me.
It's called racist piece of shit.
No, it's not. It's called R.P.O.S. Don't give it away. Don't do it now.
So you could probably surmise who it was in, what inspired this title.
Yeah, I could surmise it.
Yeah.
And it's a lot of racist pizza shits out there, man.
And
there's a lot of them.
For sure.
You got one who's making himself public, but you got a whole phenomenon of racist pizza.
Way more than there need to be.
Dude.
A whole lot.
And it's been
a whole culture, actually, a culture.
It's been our I mean, we've been talking about these kind of disparages and ignorance since we printed the first "Fuck Racism" shirt. So it's like
sure, of which I have two, by the way. Yeah. No.
And I don't know, man. We're in such a strange time. I feel like people don't want to. A lot of creative people haven't really, in my estimations, said anything about where we are.
Yeah, I feel you. I had a crack at it. The last single I brought out was about this kind of thing, but it's a difficult thing to write about well, you gotta get it right.
Yeah, I mean, well, I
see, with our version, we're hitting it straight on the head.
Yeah.
Face, pizza right in your face, dude.
Nice one.
Racist pizza right in your fucking face. We ain't holding back because motherfuckers need to know, because a lot of people don't want to talk about this shit.
Yeah.
But you know how Fishbone, you know how we do it.
Absolutely. It's the only shirt I own that says fuck on it.
Yeah. And a lot of people get distracted by the word fuck, which they shouldn't be.
That's a good point.
They need to read the whole goddamn phrase.
Yeah.
Once they read the whole phrase, right?
And they're like, oh, yeah.
They're like, oh, I get it, but a lot of people are distracted by the expletive.
And,
you know,
and then the other thing that's really cool is we also have the Racism Sucks shirt. Just, in case you
PG-13.
There you go.
You want to go PG-13? Racism Sucks. It's like the same thing. But if you really want to be punk rock about it,
Yeah.
fuck racism.
Well, that's it.
That's right. Fuck racism and fuck you if you don't like it. That's what we say.
For fucking real.
Yep. So that's what we've been doing, and it's been a beautiful process.
Nice, man.
Can't wait to hear it, man. I really can't. Yep.
Of the space. I tell Angelo, for me, it's like the super bad era of James Brown.
Okay.
He's James and I'm Bobby Bird.
Oh, there you go.
Get on up. Get into it.
I love the fact that you called, man. I've been looking at you guys' social media and stuff and seeing that you've been talking about the stuff that you've been writing and everything. So it's great to hear it from the horse's mouth. It's awesome. Nice one for calling. Appreciate it.
Oh, cool, man.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm glad to be talking about it for real. And
so we're going to give.
you got it first.
Yeah.
I was telling them that we're giving a shout out to Greg Lee, the late great Greg Lee, who just stepped off the planet, and then from Hepcat, right? Okay, and so Chris is going to be doing he's going to be representing his memorial in at the El Rey Theater in Los Angeles. What is it? Saturday? Is that what it is, Chris? Saturday? Sunday night.
Sunday night, the El Rey Theater.
Sunday night services, El Rey Theater in Los Angeles. Yeah.
Absolutely. To honor Greg Lee from Hepcat. And,
hell yeah.
I was lucky enough to work on a project with Alex Desire and from Hepcat as well.
Oh, wicked.
And Destin called The Lions. And so before I came back to Fishbone, that was a project I worked on with those guys. And obviously everybody's acquainted with the mighty Hepcat.
Sure.
Not to be confused with the Boss Stones.
And we had two other people too that just passed, man. Jerry Miller and Cat Glover. Yeah, bless.
Yeah, very. It's like it's been a pretty crazy year. We've lost a lot of musical ambassadors, colleagues, friends.
It happens as we all advance in age. That's the problem. It starts happening more and more. Yeah.
Or you could just fall out of a window in Argentina. It's all.
Yeah,
I just read that. It's crazy.
Yeah, man.
One of the guys that was in One Direction fell out of a third-story window in Argentina and died. That just happened today, I guess.
You know what's really trippy to me, man? Man, what's really trippy to me is that it's like when I was first becoming a little mod punk kid.
Yeah.
You can be young and be so purist about music, and we were like very like whatever the modern pop era was serving up when we first put out the EP, we were totally like, that's hot garbage. But as you become a artist and you grow and you get older, you start to realize that being an artist, being a musician on any level is super hard. It's a very when it's great, and when it's not, it is shite.
Sure.
So I kind of like I tip my hat really to anybody that can
maintain
that can weather this and put out any type of art.
Yeah, for real, man.
Real respect to all of it.
Yep.
I may not personally be into it, but I've had people that I thought were like, this is not what I like at all. And been in situations and was just blown away.
Yeah.
At how talented they were, even though it wasn't something that was my PG tips.
I'm liking a little bit. I'm liking when you drop the English in there for me. I appreciate that.
You know, I'm here on your podcast, so I figured I might as well. While I can. But for real, yeah, I do, man. Just have to have respect for that. Like, painters, any artists, acting, film, all of it. It's just very rough and impractical, especially for dreamers. So,
yeah. Well, it's what it's made of, though. It's important. We all need to keep at it, you know?
That's right.
Yeah.
It's important for the world.
Mm-hmm.
For the survival, man. Artists and musicians and writers, man, we are the light. We are the way out. Art, music, and all that keeps us from buying guns and knives and taking our anger out on people like that. Instead, we put all the emotion into the music and the arts, man, and that's where it needs to be in the school curriculums too. And the parents need to do something about that shit sooner than later.
Yep, no doubt about it.
Well, what the most amazing thing to me about it is it teaches this other part of like critical thought that we sort of overlook. And it's like, when you write something or you play something, you're tapping into like an energy that's sort of outside of that is spiritual,
Yeah. Is there anything you really want to get while we're on here and we're all talking? Is there anything you want people to know? Is there anything important you feel like that you haven't already said that you want to get out there and just sort of like while we got the chance, while you got a mic in front of you,
Fishbone.net. Go to it. drmadvibe.com. drmadvibe.com. Go to it. Angelo Moore and the brand new step.com. Go to it. Also on YouTube. I got a YouTube channel.
Nice.
Angelo Moore official YouTube channel where you can see all my videos and all the shit I've been putting out, man. I got,
nice.
I got shampoo,
soap,
nice. Shea butter.
There you go.
I got all kind of shit. I got my Avant icon and President's art projects, But it's really important to express yourself through music and art, man. I can't say it enough, dude.
I feel it.
Oh no,
because all the dark shit that has come through the big gate.
Yeah.
Because I remember there was a point where, it's always been kind of fucked up, but then there was like somewhere, somehow, the big door was open and a couple more wild things came into our world.
Feels like it, doesn't it?
Yeah, dude. And, it's like, okay, I guess that's, God created the light and the dark. I guess it's a little more dark than light as usual. I guess that's the process that we going through to get to where we're going to be ending up as a human race.
Yeah.
But always keep the light on your side, man. Always keep yourself in the motherfucking light. I can't express that shit enough, dude, because a lot of us get swallowed up by the dark. A lot of people, it's cool, yeah, cool, fucking dark, bro, it's cool, yeah, until your ass end up dead and you're looking up at the bottom of a tombstone.
Mm-hmm.
Or some shit like that. And then how cool is your ass now?
Yeah.
You want to be able to go out with dignity and pride and integrity.
Yeah.
And love. You want to have love in your heart, man.
Yep.
Even if it's a tough love,
mm-hmm.
or if it's a rose with spikes, you'd rather have the rose with spikes than rather just spikes.
Right. And, you know, the other thing about life is that, you know, you don't just live it for yourself, you live it for your loved ones and the people you care about, and you want them to remember you well. You want that, you know, you had ideally, like, you know, I'm not living my life just so I can have a good time, living it, you know, in honor of my family and
legacy,
my friends.
man.
You know.
Legacy, right?
Legacy. You gotta leave something behind, man.
Yeah.
You got
If you
to
don't leave something
because-
behind, there was no point.
That's right, man. Think about all these people. Like when you was a kid and you got to look at all your favorite, you know, all your favorite musicians and your celebrities growing up. You look at them on TV, you listen to the record, the Jungle Book, man. I remember the Jungle Book.
Yeah.
Sanford and Son, you know, oh my God, Flip Wilson. Who else, man? Red Fox. Oh, I already mentioned him. Okay. Count Basie,
Yeah.
Cab Calloway, Louis Jordan, Wynonie Harris, Led Zeppelin, Jim Morrison, Tony Tanny, the Crazy Cats, all these Bugs Bunny, man, all the different all these different cartoons that I grew up on, man. It's like, that's why I am the way I am now. Carl Stalling,
Yeah.
Raymond Scott, the Bad Brains, the Germs.
Yeah.
Man, I throw all that shit in the pot, dude.
Yeah.
All of it. And this is what I've ended up coming up with, man. And you know, this is a part of my manifestation called Dr. Mad Vibes Underground Contraband Railroad. When I was with the last civilization of Fishbone,
Yeah.
there was a point where I got kicked off the merch table because they thought I was selling more Mad Vibe merch than Fishbone.
Right.
But I was the only one up there for the most part, shaking hands and signing people's shit and answering questions I couldn't really remember and shit like that.
Yeah.
They put me off the table. But the drive, I guess every culture has their crabs in a barrel phenomenon to some intensity, right?
Sure.
So I kind of experienced it in mine. And so I'm always wishing for all the guys, look, if you got a solo project, something that you can't channel in Fishbone, then get your side project, put it on the table, and put it out there.
Yeah.
Because you want people to know and feel what you feeling, because it might help them out too.
Yeah.
It might inspire them
Yeah.
or whoever else is them to do that too. So when I got put off the table, I was like, you know, here I am walking around in the parking lot with my backpack and my t-shirts and books in the backpack or out of the back of the trailer. In the back of the bus, you know, you got the bus, you got the trailer in the back. They clear all the shit out of the back. I set up my shop in there, my art gallery and everything, and I call it Hobo Studios. Then I started calling it Dr. Mad Vibes Underground Contraband Railroad because I felt like Harriet Tubman on the Underground Railroad to get my art and my music into the hands of the fans, regardless. You can't let nobody stop you from doing that shit, man.
Yeah,
That's
man.
what God gave us to put that out. And too bad for the person who doesn't realize that magic is there. It's in everybody.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's in everybody, man. It's just whether you choose the devil on the left or the angel on the right. I prefer to have the angel on. Of course, there's a little bit of devil in there, man. Hell, you can't get away from that
We're
shit.
down there. A little dash.
Little dash. The devil, that's real. The devil is potent like a motherfucker. All you need is a little.
There's a little sprinkle.
A little sprinkle. That's all. A little devil, a little sprinkle of devil. But a whole lot of angel, man. That's what I'm talking about. You know. So there it is.
Yeah.
Bless.
Fantastic, man.
Thanks so much for coming on, man.
So Saturday at Propaganda
Yeah.
after the Barkback benefit.
Yeah.
Park
Yeah.
benefit.
Awesome, man.
We look forward to coming down to that. Nina's Yard Party, our band is going to play too.
Yeah.
And actually,
What's it called?
It's called Nina's. So I have a dog called Nina, right?
Uh-huh.
It's Nina's Yard Party.
Oh, Nina's Yard Party.
Yeah.
Okay, that's pretty good. Gotta remember Nina.
Yeah.
Not the gun, but the K9.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
The
and
Tech 9, but the K9.
There you go. There you go.
yeah, man. And that is actually a collaborative project. I've got people all from the ska scene on different tunes. So maybe I'll play you some, and maybe if you like it, you could come sing a tune with us.
I brought my saxophone. I brought my theremin.
Oh, there you go. Hell yeah. Well, nice one, man. Thank you so much for
Yeah, appreciate
being
having
with
you,
us.
man. Yeah,
Thank you, man.
fantastic.
Appreciate y'all.
Yeah, thank you, man.
All right,
Appreciate
for
having
sure.
you on there.
All right.
Yeah.
See you later, guys.
See you later, guys.
Peace.
Oasis Root Kava Bar is in Sea Grape Square on Indiantown Rd. And it is a kava bar. If you don't know anything about kava, it's a Polynesian root that you grind up and you mix with water. And it has been in Polynesia for potentially thousands of years. It's an old thing that they used for kind of ceremonial and also sort of leisure purposes. It's meant to be something where, you know, that brings people together. You all take a shell of kava and chink them together and say bula and have it together like that. It's meant to be something to bring people together. It has a kind of an effect, which is, I guess, a kind of a slightly warming effect. It just kind of makes you feel nice. It's not particularly intoxicating. It's not like drinking alcohol. So the atmosphere in a kava bar is sort of like a cross between a regular bar and a coffee house. It's pretty chill in there. You get all sorts of different types of kava bars. Some of them are more like a club, you know, there's sort of like blacklight and EDM playing. And some of them are more like a cafe. This is one of the cafe type of ones. It's super chill in there. If you're looking for somewhere to, I don't know, maybe go and do some work on your laptop or go and have a chat with friends, it's perfect for that kind of thing. There's a foosball table in there if that's your jam, or baby foot as they call it in France. Yeah, Jim, the owner, is a really cool guy and he has very kindly sponsored our podcast. So thank you very much for that, Jim. They also do a poker night in there. All sorts of things going on at Oasis Root. 561 Music is sponsored by Live Music Community. It's where we film the podcast that you're listening to right now, and it's also where I work. Gavin, Hector's son, was a student here for a long time, and in many ways he's the musician he is today because of the teachers at Live Music Community. We taught him not only about his instrument, but also about being in a band, and his band Unemployed Youth accomplished a lot of goals, mostly band etiquette, how to work together, and all of the nitty-gritty that goes into being in a band on a day-to-day basis. The student signs up for lessons, learns their instrument, joins a real band, and decides the direction it goes in. And we can take people from very young age, 6 or 7 years old, all the way up to 80. There's no age limit here. We run an adult program for people who want to be in a band as adults, but really the main focus is on the kids and getting them playing together and in bands. We are also a studio, a live stream venue. We can record audio or video. The Killbillies live album, Warts and All, was recorded here. It was recorded during a live stream that we did during COVID. Justin had a great idea to record live streams during COVID. A ton of bands came in and it was a real success. Outside of that, we can record albums, we can help you with your EPK, and we have full audio visual capabilities here. LMC is in Palm Beach Gardens on the northwest corner of Military Trail and North Lake Boulevard. And if you go to livemusiccommunity.com, you have all the information you'll need right there.
Take me back to see